On ITV Tuesday edition, and first discussion will be on reducing road crashes in Nigeria, as sensitive as that is. And discussing this very vital topic with me, I have the FRSC Public Relations Officer, Edo State. He's known as Judge Oshoke. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
And also next, I have the Chairman, Association of Driving Instructors of Nigeria. He is Igbekan Howard. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much, brother.
Yes, George, let's look at the road crashes in Nigeria. Let's look at the efforts so far made by your organization in ensuring that it is brought to its barest. Can you give us the statistics? If it's more of driver and human factor, or more of technical and car factor?
Yes, thank you very much. Good morning once again. And it's basically, you know, if you look at the highway, Nigerian Highway Code, you discover that you have three factors: the human, the environmental, and the mechanical. Okay. And the human alone takes 90% responsibility of the crashes. So the human, if a car is parked here, if there's no human behind the wheel, it doesn't move itself. The road, if the road is bad, if a human does not pilot the vehicle across that particular spot, it remains like that. So the greatest factor is the human factor. We, the humans, are the ones responsible for road traffic crashes, either our actions or inactions. Take, for example, someone knows that his brakes are bad. The brakes, you know the brakes are bad, and you're applying the highway. The next thing is you try to apply your brakes. It doesn't respond to you. The next thing you hear is a loud noise. You don't hit my car, you don't bash my car or something. Or worst case scenario, the car has, it injures somebody or it kills somebody, and the car now becomes a write-off. So basically, statistically, everyone analyzed it, discovered that the human factor is rampant than the mechanical or the environmental factor.
Okay, but separately, we've been looking at the aspect where speed limiters was brought in focus as a way of reducing road crashes in the country. How effective is that?
Yes, if you thank God you are a journalist. If you following the media now, recently discovered that 2017 the crashes recorded were lesser than 2016. Now, the later part of 2016 was when this speed limiter was enforced. Yeah. Throughout 2017, almost all the fleet operators, recorded fleet operators, those transport companies, they all bought into this idea of speed limiter. Now, and they are the ones that, why we've chosen them first, because they are the ones that carry the greater number of passengers, 15, 18, or as the case may be, in the coastal buses. Now, if these people who make money from the passengers cannot be responsible for their safety, then there are lapses. So that's okay. Yes, you guys should be the ones to start first. And when they keyed into this project, they discovered that the rate of crashes on our highways was drastically reduced. Now, we didn't say there were no crashes at all. They were reduced. Now, our own is that by the year 2020, there should be 50% reduction in road traffic crashes alone. Now, there should be 25% reduction in road traffic crashes, then 50% reduction in fatality cases. That means people should not die. Fine, there should be a crash, but people should not die. And if you follow the trend, you follow the trend 2017, so that people did not die as much as they did in 2016, 2015, 2014. Because why? They keyed into this speed limiter project, and which has been of tremendous, support and tremendous encouragement to passengers. Because now they freely enter into vehicles without even, oh yeah, this guy has a speed limiter, let me enter, because they know that they know their safety is 100% guaranteed. Now, for the private owners, we tell them what they should do, apply what they call common sense speed limit. You are a family man. You're in your car with your wife, your mom, your mother-in-law, your children. Nobody needs to tell you to use speed limiter. Your speed limiter is here. Because why? Your food generation is in your car. If anything happens to that vehicle, you'll be held responsible. And people will have been dead. So that's why we see private owners use common sense speed limit. If we tell the commercial drivers to use common sense speed limit, these guys are money makers. If I move from point A to point B, I can go there in so to use 4 hours, I use 2 hours. The main 2 hours is for him to make another trip back from B to A, making money into his own pocket and the company's pocket. But if you say you can use speed limiter, the man will not go above because the speed limiter, there are two different things, speed limiter and speed governor. The speed governor gives you an alarm. Okay, you don't exceed 100. It gives you an alarm. You can choose to ignore the alarm. Just how you have your alarm, you set your alarm in your house. Okay, I want to wake up by 5, I set my alarm. If the alarm is telling you wake up by 5 and you stop it, the alarm has done its own job. It's not left for you to respond to the alarm. But if you put off the alarm, you can either go back to sleep or you wake up. But the speed limiter limits your speed automatically. You don't go above that 90 or 100. It cuts off your fuel supply. You don't go above it.
Okay, thank you. I'll come back to you on the speed limiter and how available it is, and some litigations in court. As a result of that, you are aware of, you know all this. But let me get to you, the chairman of Association of Driving Instructors, Howard Agbekan. Let's look at the aspect where training of applicants, training of those who want to use vehicles are given adequate training, and then the aspect of the driver's license. Someone was telling me some time back that, well, there could be some aspect of exploitation by the FRSC, but I think he will react to that. Looking at the way at which training is done in the process of giving driver's license,
okay.
Do you see the driver's license as a tool that can really checkmate road crashes?
Yes, of course. You see, when road safety, as a lead agency in reducing road crashes in Nigeria, when they look at this whole thing holistically, they saw that driver's license is a major tool to reduce road crashes. That was why it was reviewed and new driver's license was introduced to further checkmate these road crashes. So along the line, you must bring in the stakeholders. You know, just like the PRO have stated, the human factors is more. Human factors carries the majority that causes these road crashes. This is why the driving school must be encouraged, and so far the road safety and VIOs and the agencies involved are so far trying to encourage driving school more than ever before. Okay,
but we look at the aspect where some argue that exploitation of Nigerians, mostly in respect of getting the driving license. Don't you see that most times they have a situation where the money that is being allocated for the acquiring of driver's license, at the end of the day you spend more than that? Have you experienced that?
Well, anyway, you know, people tend to, Nigerians tend to say, they always say, this is Nigeria, anything can work. And they believe in shortcuts. Some of them believe in shortcuts anyway. And of which the procedures are there. You cannot skip the procedures. But if you want to have a shortcut, they have a way of going to these agents. Of course, you know, agents want to make money for themselves.
Okay, do you acquire that for your trainees?
Well, if you attend our driving school, we process your certificate to the stage. Then, after your certificate is out, we help you in the process of the driver's license.
Okay.
You pay to the bank, then you go for capturing.
Could that be where
the actual fee?
Okay, the actual fee.
To be very cheap and easy for you.
Okay, George Oshoke, let's look at the aspect where allegations have it. Yes. Before I go to the speed limiter, allegations have it that most times to get the driver's license, the new one, yes, you spend almost ×3 of the amount meant for it due to racketeering. Okay. How are you checkmating that process?
Yes, thank God that the chairman of driving schools instructor is in the studio with me. The thing is, like you said, if you go, there are agents everywhere. Now, the agents will make money off you. Now, the actual, after you go through the driving school training, the actual amount of money you pay, for 3 years you pay 6,350 naira. For 5 years you pay 10,450 naira. Now, that is you've already gone through your driving school training. Like he said, you go through your driving school training, then that is the money you pay into the bank. Nobody takes that money from you cash. You yourself pay the money to the bank, and you bring the teller and the payment, the pay arena slip. That is what we use to process, along with your driving school certificate and your learner's permit. Okay,
but some people say that it's all about certification. Now, how are you able to test those who are giving certificates?
Yes.
To show that they are qualified.
God bless you. Now, when they are done with the driving school, they go to the VIO. That is where they are being tested. They give them written tests and they give them the practical test. That is where the VIO come in. It's a tripartite arrangement. Okay. Now that the VIO comes in that direction, whereby they train them both written and on the road. Before they now go to the bank to make payment and come to process it. Like the VIO now certify this man okay for him to go to process the license. So there are 3 stages. You finish your driving school training, you move to the VIO, then you are now certified to come for your driver. So it's not as if you just jump from driving school to driver license. No, you go through that stage. Okay. So if you don't go through the certified FRSC approved driving school, then you are in a model.
And there are penalties for it?
There are.
Okay, I will come back to that. Let's go to you, Howard. What challenges are you faced with as an association in respect of this process of certification and getting driver's license?
Well, majorly is the windows opened for the tout to come in. Okay. You know, I call it, I use that word based on the fact that at the end, when this applicant goes through the agent or whosoever be the person to obtain this driver's license, at the end of the day, the simple theory they're supposed to be updated with. Even though you are a driver, there's room for update. You need to be retrained. That's the opportunity we have that the road safety has created for you to be retrained before you go back to the road. You will agree with me that the majority of our drivers, most of them don't know the road signs, road markings. A situation whereby you ask an old-time driver, what is the meaning, what's the difference between a straight line and a broken line? And he will be telling you when the when the government have enough resources, they can make the line very straight. And when they want to economize, they break the line. You can imagine such a response.
Thank you.
And so on and so forth. But it's an opportunity for you to be retrained.
Yes.
Just theory. Majorly, when you are already a driver, we give you theory orientation that will enable you go for the driver's license process. Meanwhile, at the long run, we'll be processing your certificate because it takes quite a number of time before your certificate will be out. Then you proceed to the VIO with because we are supposed to guide you in the process. Then you go to the VIO to test. After testing, then the road safety, of course, is just to capture you.
Okay. I asked you that question in order to tackle you, George Oshoke, on this. Okay. Because he may mention the fact that there should be need for retraining.
Yes.
And most times you get a new driver's license, you have a lot of persons, drivers who have it.
Yes.
But at the end, because they lack the adequate training, you know, we still have road crashes. How do you tackle that?
Yes. You see, we even with the advent of the driving school.
Yes.
You know, people still, like you said earlier, people still like shortcuts. Now, if you are on the road and you don't obey the road rules and regulations of the road, and you are apprehended, now, in my office, my department, public education, will call you and say, what was the offense we were booked for? how did you obtain your driver's license? Now, the responses you give to us in our department, oh, so you are one of the people that went through an agent or went through the battle. Oh yeah, we will give you what they call PE, public enlightenment. 2 days, 3 days. It's a class.
Okay.
You come from 8 o'clock till 10, 11. That means if you are given 2 days PE, you will be in my office for 2 days. As we you are apprehended today, that means you start tomorrow.
Okay.
Wednesday, Thursday, you'll be in my office.
But the person's vehicle will be in your custody.
Yes, sir. To be. Now you'll be in my class. Now I'll be your lecturer, or one of my boys be your lecturer. They'll begin to lecture you for 2 whole days. If you are given 3 weeks, they are given 2 weeks. It depends on how grievous your offense is. If you are given, so if you are given as long as 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you come every day.
Does this happen here?
It happens
in
here.
Your purview.
It happens here in Benin, in my office in Ikoba. It happens. You can come. I will give you example. Many of them. We will show you the road sign. We show you the road sign. We show you pictures of crashes that have killed people. We show you live pictures. We show you videos. Now we put you through that train. Since you refuse to go to Howard and Co, we will now give you our own train in our office, where you now bring your book and biro, your jotter, begin to tell you the rules. Then you must obtain the Nigerian Highway Code. Also, we use that one to also teach you.
Okay.
Then for that period of time, we assume that, oh, if it happens again, then you know that it will be serious sanction. But the thing is that, and another way we see sanction is by mobile courts. Mobile courts. We have periodic mobile courts for these kind of persons where they are the magistrate, hey, so now give you sanction.
Okay. There used to be this time where they say the fear of the FRSC official is the beginning of wisdom.
Yes, it still happens.
but somehow it seems that has watered down, because we still hear allegations that it's like corruption has crept into your officials, where they also pick money from motorists. What do you have to say there?
They pick money. Okay, yes, okay. They pick money. Okay, I like that word. They pick money. But the thing is, I'm not here to say, oh, FRSC, we are 100% good,
okay,
or we are 100% bad. The thing is that I'll use the story of the black sheep. You know, there's always a black sheep, in every family, in every association, in every organization, always a black sheep. Now the thing is, if you are not being mandated to give the man money, if the man forces, you know, now with the advent of social media, you see so many of these things on social media where you see people, okay, if the man mandates to give him money, you know, my name is here.
All right.
You just pick up my name. You come to my office. So person, you know the number of the vehicle, the route the person was, and you make your complaint. Okay. We have a public complaint box in my office. You come there, make your complaint. Okay, I want to see the PRO. Okay, yes, I'm always in the office. Oh, this is what happened? Why should this thing be done? If you don't report these cases, we don't know.
Okay. I'm
not saying that they don't happen. I'm not saying they happen, but I'm telling you that if you don't make reports, if you don't come to the office to make reports, we don't know what happened. So if we make this report, just like my second I would say, bring the person to me and see if I'm not taking uniform, my uniform from the person.
Okay, thank you very much, Josh. Okay, back to you as we round off. What do you have opportunities to retrain motorists?
Yes.
But not much of them.
Not really much of them. More so because of this process of driver's license that has been hijacked by these agents or whatever. Okay, that's to slow the process? Yeah, slow down the process and still, hinder the progress of achieving or reducing road crashes. Okay, what appeal do you have? What appeal do you have in that respect to the federal government or stakeholders? Yeah, the stakeholders are supposed to look, closely into this at the state level, because at the federal level, they've done it. They've done theirs. It is left for the stakeholders to come together and look carefully into this area and make sure all these touts are off the business. Okay. Then, secondly, there has been many accusations that road safety, they collect money for driver's license and all of that. I don't want to believe it's true, because... So we still take it as allegations? It's still an allegation. All right. Because officially, road safeties don't collect money from any applicant. Okay, is it true? Because reports also have it that in terms of these speed limiters, that there are litigations in court.
to stall the implementation. Is it true?
Yes, yes, yes. You know, every policy, every new policy in Nigeria, we always have people who, like when they brought the issue of this new number plate, took us to court and said, why should there be a new number plate? What happens to old number plate and all that? Now, the thing is, yes, there are so many litigations, but the thing is, the speed limit, people always bank on this. They use this as a benchmark. What if I'm in a situation whereby I need to run for my life? And you're telling me I can't go past 100. I need 140 to run for my life. These are just you know, a postulation. They've not really come into play. The thing is, we are telling you, let us save lives. It's not for us to say, let us save lives first and foremost. See, I don't wake up in the morning and say, this morning, oh God, let this morning when I'm going, let me go and carry people on the road dead. No.
Okay.
The first thing is for us to save lives.
Okay.
When we save lives, then we can now go back to, okay, what are yeah, but let us first of all save lives of people.
Okay.
On the road.
Is there a deadline? Because I remember in the course of, at the beginning of this discussion, you made it clear that you're starting with the commercial drivers.
Yes, yes.
All right. Is there a deadline at which the whole motorist would get speed limiters?
Yeah, actually, there's no deadline. Because,
for now?
Yeah, for now. There's no deadline because we just want it to, you know, people will tell you, economy is, we don't want to just, you know, so people want to make money. The economy is one kind. No, we want to just let it simmer into their minds. We want to just use the example of the Bible and the plow.
All right.
We want to just let it go as you're expected to, like if you are evangelizing.
Thank you.
Keep on evangelizing until it gets into their heart.
Thank you very much. A lot I would really love to engage you with, but we'll press for time. Many thanks, George Oshoke, Public Relations Officer of FRSA. What's the other name again? Otuabiogai. That's tongue twisted. All right. Otuabiogai. Thank you for coming.
Yes,
and of course, the Chairman, Association of Driving Instructors of Nigeria, Howard Agbekan. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much.
Well, that's where we draw the curtain on this segment.